Lord. Hi, Paul. Paul, me never get to check the thing yet, you know. Doreen, good night, sweetheart. 1 minute, people. Mm. Anne Marie Jarrett, good night, sweetheart. Good night, good night, good night. Good night, everybody. How you doing? Happy Friday. Everybody pocket full of money tonight now, so everybody should be happy. Except some people who sleep out of the element, but I think them happy. Hi, Albert. Mm. I hope I remember this appointment for 3 tomorrow. I want to play. I see this everybody run around. You know, whenever some of my people in Jamaica, Mark Golding come out and go now. I only never say me can want me give man. Where we go out and vote for the man. When I still make the corruption by on the out, you know. It make it run so near that they could have hijacked the election. One of you feel it, you know. One of you feel it. Trust me, son of you feel it. Nobody never feel really sorry for them. Me tell you the truth. Because I never can say one somebody I do something wrong. I no still I give them one I like one I see what they do already. But third term loading and now not about fourth third loading. So nobody have to sorry for them. Nadi, good night. Margaret, good night. Albert, good night. Anne Marie. Me know I know. Hey, we say me are the choice prophet over here. I Fergie. Me are the true prophet. You know? Oh Jesus. Hmm. Nationwide and the whole of them have this thing. I think this are going to play it, huh?
Who them no say if a dirt a dirt. Cause when me build my house as a poor man and put my baby mother in it and come tell my mother to come live with me. I'm gonna
Hi,
work and
Trends.
I do my best. I not kill.
Anything
I
new,
not rob.
Trends?
I not hurt nobody. I just a try live. And no, I can't buy land. You forgot some poor. You forget to get where I come from. You forgot to never go to school. You forget to gold spoon in my mouth. Eh? You forgot to when I split up land and I never give me none because I now vote for no wicked people, whether you're PNP or GLP. So means a man will work hard and we find a place and 10 years we did it. 2 years short of adverse possession. Probably we did get the adverse possession, but when we go to court, we didn't friend them. Because after they detained the men in Trelawney, you know what they did?
Hi,
They went back and
Tamika.
they escorted the bulldozer to carry out the order from the court. Yeah? The same orders when the court ordered that you must pay George Williams because you lock him up for 50 years. And somebody down in the office said, we not pay that nigga there nothing. Or
Sweet
wait till he dead, him
peas.
can't enjoy it. You see the police I go up at Attorney General office and I say, who are the state attorney? Run the money. You see right now, Everton, Douglas and others, government get order for pay money and what them do? They're busy, they're on vacation, they don't come for taxation, they don't want nobody get money. But when court issue order upon poor people, everybody ready for enforce it called up in the roof for frightened.
That's true, man.
Yeah. You think right now if the United States they depend on the land they never pay nothing, you think any police could have go over there come talk about US Embassy lift up off of this? Eh? You think Donald Trump would allow it? You think any China will come out here where any piece of land them depend, you think any police boy could have go there with court order and talk about they must come off it? Don't be no for frightened. So yeah. This is not a political election conversation. And no, this is not a racial conversation, but this is about oppression of one particular race. Classism at its best. Proper protection of property rights selectively.
Hi, Brandy.
I was in court yesterday. You know what the woman in the dock is the landlord. And you know what police do? Come and lock her up. Because some girl in her house and don't want to pay the rent. And she know police and have police when she make the woman get locked up. And them have case down a certain street. So when you're black, your tenants them don't want to pay you. But when you're rich and you're white, the police will come and murder you. For you come off for protection of property rights of a selected class. So I have no beef with the private owner. The government has a duty to treat people with human dignity. Yeah? In fact, there's a force order about landlord and tenancy and the lack of intervention between the JCF. And any opportunity that people get to destroy the dignity, it happens right here on TikTok. Yeah? They say the worst things so that they can reduce and try to remove and strip you of your human dignity.
Let me pause that. Hi, Tamika, good night.
Hi, Auntie, and good night. Give me just 1 second for just turn down some music.
Yeah,
Because I don't want to feed it in the background.
yeah, I see her. Me one never cross the road, they turn up in music too. I can't believe I'm here find mosquito in the house. Yes. No mosquito this one. Me just kill him. Tell me what I'm drinking. Look in the glass, type in the comment, what is it you're drinking? What is it you're drinking? Hi Gigi, good night.
Yes, Auntie.
Yes.
Go again with your glass. Let me see it. Hold up your glass. Let me see it.
You can see?
I'm not seeing it. No, it maybe one look like a sorrel or a beetroot.
A beetroot. You get it, man, a beetroot.
Yeah,
beetroot.
Look like a sorrelish beetroot. Yes, Aunt Jen. Today I was on a live and I heard something new.
Go
I
ahead.
wish to share it.
Go ahead, sweetheart.
What I heard new is that for the $1 million tax owing on the land,
40 what?
$41 million is owing on that property.
Whoa. So who owe it?
And if it must be is either the person who is trying to take it over or the person who is trying to sell it.
Somebody come here as a liar, use a lie.
Well, Aunt Jen,
Me say then just send me a
everything
rich.
is
Me never
gonna
know
be
that,
alive.
you know. So me I consume substance. You know what? You want me start over back in life? Because they restrict it.
Yeah, it's showing on my end, consume substance.
Yeah. You see how them people, me say me not even think, you know. Alright.
So it could harm your health.
You want me start it back over? But me want to hear what you say.
Let me type in F1.
Yeah, type in that.
You type in F1. You can ask them
Me send that.
to type in F1. Oh boy, may I tell you.
Me tell you, say, them is something else.
But Aunt Jen,
Yeah.
this case here, it's looking good at all. Really not looking good. Aunt Jen, this mix up so till it can't mix up no more.
Me say,
Because I was on a live. Me not the type really call out certain thing, talk about certain things, but I was on a live and it's like they are saying, because to me in a vehicle they drive, you know,
Yeah.
I can't really have my phone too loud, but I think you will hear it where they are saying that,
They find one director up at number 5 Beverly Hills. Me
yes,
see it, man.
yes, that is why Arjun,
Hey, let me tell you something. Nothing come out of this and when certain people get in it. Them are going to try them best to hide all information. But me tell you, me said from the onset of everything, no, me never can drink my beetroot, you know. It look like them take off because me did. But they still have it on it. Hold on, let me,
I'm still seeing it on my screen.
me see it on mine too. So you think me should have start back over?
Well, you can do that. You can.
But me know why if
If
I
you
go
want
and
to.
just look out back for me now. But me still see people are coming on the live, so me
Well, maybe you can just ask them for like a couple minutes for you to restart it back. So,
alright, my question right ago. I see them take it up I top there, so I see the restriction again, but then put on consuming.
substance
Me
feature.
I know say beetroot a substance. So that means to say you can't come drink, make them say nothing then.
God have mercy. Oh, actually, you show your glass.
Your beetroot, yeah.
A bossy. Actually, them not really have nothing to drink. Not enough good substance. But anyhow, Anjan, this is it. What I have to ask from Tuesday. You see, one for the owner who really need that land. After he go through everything, make then come mash down the people them place. He shouldn't situate that no tent go back on the people on his land.
That
Me
wa-
now go that extra mile there for really try to get somebody off of my land. If I am the person who
No,
is buying the land,
but hold on now.
or if I'm the
Just
person
this
who is
evening,
selling the land, and then I go make them go back from the land.
just this evening we were talking about it. If it's a private land and the private people then come, how come the government them have the authority to go put tent back on the same land?
Exactly, because according to what Tova is saying, she said the government don't know nothing about it. She don't know nothing about it.
But Dennis made us say a lie because it barely say then tell her 2 weeks ago.
So the bailiff they tell lie on Tova then.
It looks so.
And she said she don't know nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
But as I was saying when I just started, for 41 million to be owing on the land, if you really go so, the land really belongs to the government because that is taxes.
Yeah,
It's
that
$41
it would have gone
million in
back to the
taxes.
government.
Right.
Automatically when you not pay tax for a period of time, the land automatically go back to the government. I need to find out the time frame. I think it's we can't find that, you know. One land the Tommy can see this person. Rupi, good night.
Hi, Auntie Jen.
What going?
I have been following you for some time and I decided to hop on tonight.
Okay.
I too think that what happened in Trelawney is a gross disgrace to the entire nation and to our people.
Yeah, man, you look bad, man. Everybody talk about it.
I mean, this is the year 2026, and it is just like the pre-abolition of slavery.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the problems that we used to have as a people after slavery was the difficulty to get land and to have settlement where we can grow our farms and grow our lives and family.
Yeah.
And for this to happen in 2026,
Yeah.
it just
So,
it's just totally
all right.
unbelievable. You know, it is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I really hope that we can get to the source. The young lady who's previously speak before me
Mm-hmm.
indicate that there is some new information as it relating to tax.
Yeah.
If the property was so-called purchased by these Chulani, whatever Chulani Hotel or whatever it is the name, in 67, I mean, that represent 67, 70, that 3 plus 30 years and 26. I think that will accumulate to roughly about nearly 60 years, ain't it?
For the
And I was trying to work out the maths in my head.
no, it depends on I think different property have different value.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the period of time in terms of since it was said that this company apparently purchased the property in 67, just in terms of the time lag, so to speak.
And you know, Rupi, there's some error right there because if them purchase it 67, the man died 1980, and his name is still on the thing. So where when the transfer took place?
That is the question. But the dispute too is that initially they pay something like £100, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're supposed to pay the man X amount at a certain time, and there was a lapse.
1 minute, Rupi.
Because-
1 minute, Rupi.
Because,
Saxy, I noticed when Tamika was talking that she heard a new thing to the tax on the land. This person named Saxy Kobe, come up and saying there is no tax owed on the land. You hear that, Tamika?
Yes, Angela, I'm just reading it where that she's saying, but the evidence is there that taxes owe on the land. But kind of misinformation talk. In misinformation, it is out there in the public domain where you can go and find it for yourself, Saxy.
Alright, so Saxy, since you have the right information, come up in the box and tell us the right information.
But Anjan, you know what I can't understand with these people? Their mind is so narrow and
No
shallow.
man, me not forgot check it. You come up and show it. Me put it in the box and make sure everybody the facts.
But Anjan, anyhow, not pay that person no mind. You know what I'm even saying, you see?
Mm-hmm.
I am wondering if the Falmouth Resort Company Limited, it's a dummy company.
Oh, very good, very good thought.
Because for them to pull out since the demolition, or for them kind of just, because remember now, they don't want to reveal the name of the beneficiary who is on anything at all. And for them to really just able to one pull out and step aside, to me it seems like it's a dummy company. You're going to just give up all of that rights, you're just going to give in just like that because you want to say you hold somebody's secret but you don't want to reveal it.
It's a shell company own it themselves. Me never know who own it. This whole story is so complicated. Because with all the history of the land where we are here, Saxy Kobe, just stop disturb my platform. If you don't want to come up in the box and show your information, just tap chat before me take you off. Come here, give you an opportunity. You say she has said something wrong. And I'm giving you an opportunity to come up and show her what she wrong. And you're not coming at the box. If you contradict somebody, you must have something for sure. Some of just love run from people platform and I can't talk about on a misinformation and a this and a that. Come up with the information. I'm not afraid for you to come up with the information. No, not your street man. Not your street man. If you have something, return. You have the information, come up in our box and show the information. Tamika just come and say she heard something. Alright, the Scorpio. Let me see what Scorpio going to say tonight. I'm open for any kind of conversation tonight. Once it is respectful and we can have a dialogue. Fine?
I'm last in our evening.
Hi, Scorpio.
I'm going up so in
Scorpio? Sure. Scorpio? Scorpio? Yeah, good night. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, good night. Good night, Scorpio. I'm hearing you.
I'm here.
Yeah. What you want to share with us tonight?
Yeah, good night.
Yeah, good night.
Well, nothing I just joined the program.
Okay then. Alright. Alright. So Rupi, you were saying something. Let me make a finish up.
I was trying to jog back my mind. Just saying that there was
Can't come, Marjorie.
There was an argument that basically said that the company paid on £100. It wasn't dollars. And chances are if it's 67, it was pound then.
Yeah man, a pound then. Yeah.
Eh?
A pound in the 60s, yeah.
Right, you know. And that basically the company should have paid the remainder of money within 90 days, between 30 to 90 days. And the company never actually paid another cent. Unfortunately, Mr. Jobson, the gentleman who is the owner of the property, died in 1980. And it seems that basically some people take the opportunity, the fact that the man dead, to actually come now and claim that they had purchased the land.
Yeah.
It is also said that the gentleman seems to have a lot of children.
Yeah, I know the story, man.
Those
I know the story.
Right, but those children were minors at that time, you know. So, but Anjen,
Hi, Johnny.
I mean, this thing is really outrageous. It is as Jamaican, I think that the government was certainly complacent. The Administrator General seems to be to some extent involved in whatever this is, because I mean this is the heights of corruption. You know, these are foreigners that can come and take 300 acres for little or nothing, and our people, because it is said that I see somebody report that they have a child, and the same piece of land and the child is something like nearly 40 years old. That must be somebody who is on that land for over maybe 45, 50 years, you know. So it trust me, I mean, we are at a time and a period in this country where, you know, it is just shameful in terms of what is happening. But I will yield there and give other person on the platform.
Okay. Yeah, so back to your Tamika, because you never even get to finish that. So they owe. So how much year that the tax then work out to? Tamika?
Yes, Angel, I did hear that question.
I said the amount of tax that owe, how many years tax that would be?
The 40, it leaves to how much taxes they are paying per year. But I didn't get the breaking down how many years it owed for.
Ah,
If somebody puts street man 7,
7 year go up to 40 something million.
well, remember the amount of the amount of acres of land, Angel. If it is 300 acres, remember now, 300 acres,
Mm-hmm.
we maybe they run, and maybe, addition fees for anything else. But what I heard, it was 41 million. As I said, I didn't see it for myself. But that live that I was on, they are the type of live like us where they speak accordingly.
Street man say Lana. So hold on, there's something everybody, cause you say we all know the story till we can recite, we can repeat it like poem, right? But
Right.
presently, who is the director of this piece of land?
In a situation like that, Angel, it's not just one director,
But even what? So we can't get even one of the name.
Right. Well, But come back to your earlier question. You see, nobody don't know whether unless somebody research and ascertain that, nobody don't know whether Mr. Jebison were actually paying tax on the land. If the discussion starts from
So,
67,
1 minute there. Come up in the back street, man. Continue, Rupi.
if the discussion, Angel,
Yeah.
start from 67. 67 would be 33 years to the millennium. And the millennium is 26 years since the millennium.
Yeah.
So 33 and 26 is 59.
59, yeah.
So basically we're talking about as it relating to the inception of the discussion.
But
from
all on the
67.
63, you say?
Yeah, it's
All
no,
that are before me born,
That before your man.
Yeah.
67. Yeah. So
No, man, you
it
said
would be-
63. I think you said 63.
No, I think it's 67. The discussion starts 67 when the man paid down £100, right, for the land. It's not 63. I think all the argument and the research indicate that it's 67. So I'm saying that if it's 67, it basically is about 59 years, because it's 33 plus 26.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that add up to 59. So nobody don't know if the gentleman that owned the place, Jefferson, were basically paying tax in the ensuing years. Nobody don't know. So the question about calculating how much and so on and so forth, the calculation and it would have to be the period, the time, right? And the quantity of land, the amount of land, so to speak. That is what would determine the tax. If the argument from the sister that speak before me, as it relating to the $41 million own for tax.
I see what you mean. Street man, come up in our box now, man. Maybe make you show them information. That's how we do it, Auntie Jane, why can't this owner come up front and tell us the right thing? Why is he hiding? I don't mean to understand. From all the way up, you know, say the owner come out and say, well, so and so. Where the owner there? A duppy?
And it leave the big question. So who basically give the order as it relating to the demolition? It must have some relationship to the person who owned the property.
And for all of that, we not, why we can't hear?
And that person is so mighty that them couldn't get 60 police. 60 police who, like thief in the night, go in the community and arrest all the young men, must about between 2 and 3 a.m. in the morning. Right?
Yeah.
I hear that it is reported that helicopter were also in the air. So it must be an extremely powerful individual that connected to the land to get the JCF, that amount of police, and to get them to go there and arrest all the men in the community prior to the demolition. That to me speak volume. It must be somebody in high place with high connection. You see what I'm saying, Jen?
Yeah, but I'm confused a little with this though, Rupi. Me give an order for butt down the house them because me have a court order. I went to the police and I have a conversation. The police say, all right, we will get 50 police for you and we will come because we know that they may be rebel. So I go to the municipal corporation. The municipal corporation say, all right, it's your premises, so you can go ahead. So all along there was a discussion. But now that the actual act take place, we can't see nobody where did they do the discussion.
We turn up. That
Because
is
me would have to come out, if me even have to make one video and put it out on social media and say, yes, and see here, I have the authority to go in and I get the authority to do it. I know when I say that.
Yeah, but Jen,
so that gives me now, that is why now I can come here and say, it looked very fishy.
Must be fishy.
But Angel, even go a little deeper. I know you don't see the Prime Minister as the leader for the country who is responsible for every human being. Have a press briefing, have a press meeting. Not even Aris Chang as Minister of Security has come to the nation and addressed what took place on Tuesday. So something just not add up and change.
Yeah, so me not even right now me not even talk about the land. Me could not even talk about the land. I am alright, so they have one owner who own the land. Alright, so the people that have to come off of the land. Make we agree to write this up. But all who go through all of this and get the order and everything and know that it is happening, where is the person? Is the person in the island, off the island, or what? We want answers. That's what Jamaica should have bailed out for now. We need answers.
Mm-hmm. The question to you, Jen, is that I agree with you. How is
and
it
this
so
name is so private where you cannot know the name of the person.
Because all we are here is what? Hotel Falmouth Sitting Ladder, whatever I name. But there's no name behind the company. Because every company have director and I don't put them a company, you know.
Yeah, but even simpler than that. If the parish council give the order, there must be somebody
Empress,
who has gone to the parish council.
1 minute, Rupert. Empress Survivor. Yeah. I think you missed the point of what I just said a while ago. If you were listening, you would have heard what I've said. I said I'm not talking about the land. I am talking about the person who get the order to do it. What is the name of the person? So the person named Chisholm. So where is Mr. Chisholm? Where is Mr. Chisholm who get the order to go? Because I must have to go on. Anybody speak to Mr. Chisholm or Mr. Chisholm says anything? Empress Survivor.
Auntie Jen?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Chisholm is a dead person. He's dead.
In there?
Yes, Mr. Chisholm dead. Over how many years now?
Then you know see mother type is Mr. Chisholm.
No, Mr. Chisholm dead, man. That person don't know what she's saying. His daughter is alive, though.
Oh, so Mr. Chisholm dead.
Long time.
Me did think of the one where they said name, the first one. The first one name again, Tamika. The first owner where they said
Mr. Jobson.
Dobson, what me know.
Mr. Jobson.
Yeah.
Mr. Jobson also died too. Is his son, they said the Jobson.
Dead for years.
And Jen, I wonder if Scorpion can give us some more clarity as it relating to the gentleman Chisholm. I think we have an understanding who is Mr. Jobson.
Yeah,
But
no.
can we get some clarity?
No,
in
no,
terms
no,
of-
rupees. Chisholm are the one where they say buy it from Mr. Dobson. And then can't find a receipt.
Oh. So him dead too.
And him dead too.
So Anjen, that's the reason why I'm saying I am wondering if the company that they are talking about, Trelawney Resort, it's a dummy company.
Me get you
Because
say.
you have
Yeah, me get you say.
you
Me
have
get
to
what you
have-
say.
right, you have to be a dummy company for
And you know who in our country do all the dummy sit them do.
yes man.
Oh.
Yes.
Dummy company them. No one no. Something right, you know. Hey, God, Mr. say you're the God of this universe. I mean no, you know. They say anything a man sow them a go reap and anything in the darkness have to come a light. Something a go come a light, you know. Hey, me not have preach that the sermon, you know. So after Mr. What name now? Mr. Chisholm dead.
Chisholm.
So who is the new owner after Mr. Chisholm? Anybody know who is the new owner? Because if a man dead, somebody have to take over. And I didn't know you know so that you know. The leader of the dummy posse. Something not right, something not add up. In process. Oh, in process. Oh. Viana heard that it never will to the pitney them. Them same dead without a will. What I want, and if I get this, New Falmouth Resort is the older of the land, and as per law. So, all right. So, the hotel, who is the director? What is the name of the director? Who are the human being to the company behind New Falmouth Resort? Who is the signature? The person on a name. Oh, yeah, but
Directors.
yeah, what? Where's that? Yeah, but New
Director.
Falmouth. But New Falmouth, just New Falmouth, sir. Somebody have to be behind the company. Some of them not even understand the reason. Yeah, it's a company, New Falmouth. But who are the directors of New Falmouth? They don't know name.
Anjen, I know that you're not deaf. It have to be a dummy company which part you know have I mean, say, hey, I wasn't around that time. It have to be one dummy company for you can hear. What if you notice all of the court cases,
Yeah.
you get names, but you're not getting any name from who associated with with Falmouth Resort. You're not
Good
getting
night,
no names.
Betty.
So something it look like it's a dummy company for me.
I understand what you said, Tamika, because it look like one dummy company for you. Because I know we hear say people come show so they have something and we not hear who I know police can release no name of the owner, the lawful owner. Why would that be a secret? That's the lawful owner name cannot be revealed. I say yes, Auntie Jen came to the station and we have seen where she came in with the court order. And we offer our assistance. Who go to the police station go get the order done?
Or the municipality corporation.
So why them they have to hide? Why we can't know? Why the public can't know and a private somebody something and not for hide? The private man don't need for hide. The private somebody just need to come out. Give a statement to a journalist or even though we never do not just do one something and make we know. I am the owner. Something alright. More and more it come clearer. And as I said, Tamika, this look like a some dummy company. And that magnitude of police operation there. And I'm a private citizen. So the love for people are spread misinformation. Until we can get answer, I'm going to have my own opinion. Me is a Jamaican citizen. And if me did go, they go tell them, say, I want to come get somebody from my place. They would tell me, say, I have to go back to court and get new court order. Them nine come. And if me call up a police station, I wait 10 hours and then I come. And if me go up, let them put you up on one bench for sit down all long. And lady, can I help you? What is it you want? And I even know if I talk to you. So I want to know, I owe for money. A taxpayer money I go pay for the operation, don't? And a private people.
But Anjan, for a special ops like that, you know,
I have to move me that way when I drink. I have to move me that way when I drink.
Any amount of JCF workers that was there, it's a different pay that they're gonna get from what they're getting Mountain. That is a different
It's a special operation, so they have to get a little top up, of course. Sister Empress, and this woman you sit down and talk about it. You know how much company sitting me sit down and do? You not tell me no. I want to have my bag side and I can pull up. Hold on. Let me say how close me have my document side. Let me show you what company is about. Because I talked about company. A company have to have director. Sister, I operate a company for years. And let me tell you what is on it, right? It is a memorandum. They have to have a memorandum. And on it have to state, oh. So, I was one of the director, and I have about 5 more other directors.
With a secretary.
You have to have a secretary and have a treasurer. I mean, I don't know which part else in the world, unless a Jamaica alone, I'm going to have the company as the company, and no human being that behind the company. Make it make sense. Type where you type, if where you type make any God Almighty sense here tonight.
Company from me until we get the real closure. Until more information come out, me can see alright. It's not a dummy company. But you're not hearing no name calling who is on the board. We know so when you have a company, them are going to give you information about how the company form, who is the
hold on. Myself I can go in on my email and actually pull up my company. Well, that company is no longer in operation, but I can show you. And me do the paperwork. You know what people company me sit down and do? Paperwork for? So I'm not coming here to talk to you as a novice. I'm not a liar, but I'm telling you what I know. Right? So a company have to have names of person coming together to form a company. And it have to be more than one. So how you gonna say a company, the company is considered as a person? What kind of nonsense that you come and type in a comment?
True.
Come on, man. We have to be like intelligent more than this now, man. Come on. Now make it look so bad so we're Jamaicans so back of the class.
In fact, Anjan, she went on to say, it have to be an authorized representative CEO. The CEO is not necessarily a director of a company.
Exactly. Rupee.
Never hear no madness say it.
Hey, may I tell you, I do a
Emily Shield can't, you never listen to Emily Shield good. Me not have to listen to Emily Shield. A company cannot be formed without human being behind it.
It can form antigen. It can, but it's a dummy company.
But I still somebody have to form a dummy company too.
All that again too.
And Jen, there is something where you can a company name. A company name.
Alright,
But
alright.
even with the company name,
There are two
it
types
have
of
to have-
company you can have to, you know. One with liability and one without liability. In that
Yeah.
magnitude, that would have to be a liability company.
Mm. Right.
Per modern, you say you own a company. You alone is the owner of the company. What type of company? Maybe you have a business and not a company. 'Cause I don't want you mix up a business with a.
business name.
I don't want you
Yes,
mix
a
up
business
business with a company.
Business name. It's a business name.
A business
Yeah.
you talk about. If it's a one person, then it's a business. But then if it's more than one, it's a company. A company have to be found with more than one person. Because one person have to be this. No company don't farm without a secretary. AI. Stephen, what you saying? A company don't have to have. Type it back in the back. I'm going to correct you tonight. Alright, hold on. We don't have to die a quarrel over, right? Me get the information for you right here. Me never have to go back and look for my own. Alright, make we get info. We are in a period where information is at the tip of our finger, alright? You can't process. Oh, what is the requirement to form a company? But you have to rank them in a wrong. So first thing you have to do, you have to submit an article of incorporation form. I should have said for Jamaica, you know. I should have said for Jamaica. And then you have to have beneficial ownership. And then you have to have alongside. Oh yes, a Jamaica own then come up with. So you have to have it to incorporate the business. You have to have a beneficial ownership. That's number one. So the beneficial ownership. I said that before you came on. I say you have liability companies. Me understand it very, very good. But what I'm saying, no matter which one of them you have, somebody has to be behind the company. You can't just have a company without no human being there behind it.
That is true. And even
So no matter
even-
which one of the company somebody have to be behind. Say you have to have the main beneficiary of the company. See it here? And you have to have your tax registration and proof of address. So we're supposed to can find whoever is behind the company. That's what I'm saying.
But Jen, let me just make a little point quick though. There is such a thing as business name, you know. But even if you have a business name, it have to be somebody behind the business
Somebody
name.
have to be behind it. So that's all we're trying to establish over here
Right.
tonight. Me no matter when Emily Sheila
Right.
nobody want to say unless you're not here good. I am saying it no matter what. If a liability company or whatever company you want to do, there must be a name behind the company. Stephen, it no matter what. Alright, so the company just farm out of the blue. And I explain the company where just farm and nobody not there behind it for me. Please, just explain it. Me I wait for you to explain it. One company just farm and they must just say Valve or what do you call it again? Oh, what is my ear tonight? Father, in the name of Jesus, come over here if you're not busy. No. You want to tell me some big people like with up on the platform and chat them nonsense here? Huh? Are you telling me that big people like me and you are chat nonsense?
That for sure you the reason why their leader could have come out and say fully dunce. Time out keep them dunce. Because they not use critical thinking.
It no matter what,
I
anything to be incorporated, somebody not to be behind it.
Of
It have to
course.
have a name. So I am saying behind New Falmouth. Who is behind New Falmouth? Presently, right as we sit down here and talking. Why is not all everybody come up with a long lecture from 1960 this, 1980, 93, all of it. We can actually recite
you cannot
it.
hear nobody who is a part of their a part of their body. The names them. No name. You can't hear no name of the person who they try to purchase the land. You don't know if the title.
Me not even
you
talk,
know,
hold on now. Me
so-
not even talk about the purchase of the land, you know. As me telling us tonight we left out the land. What we want
Oh.
established tonight is who is behind New Falmouth presently, and who would have given the police the information that they need to go in. Who is behind it? Why we not here? A duppy? What you mean by why is that important? What you mean by why is that important? Is that important to you? Why is that important? That is the biggest piece of the puzzle, and that is the most important thing we need to discuss. That's very important. And when you know, so now me realize that more and more when I come on this platform, I realize that we have some people out there that I wish Michael Manley could be resurrected to come start back on Jamal. Because me that first go assist. So it is a company. Who is behind the company?
To Auntie Jane Mother, really? Hello?
Who is, hold on, me asking a question. Who is behind the company? Who for name they behind the company? A company? Jesus have mercy on what it said, dear God Almighty. No, sir, no. Me give up. Honestly, me give up. Somebody must own a company, Terrence. Somebody have to own a company. Understand how you talk, oh, why is that important? Boy, me no know. Me give up a owner, man. God knows it.
And for a company like that to Angen, they have to pay tax. They have to register with business of company of business. They have to register it.
No, sir. Me give up on owner, man. One of the top compound platform can try grow on people platform and chat nonsense. Paula, good night. Walmart is a company. Is it important to know who is the owner? Of course, if there's something happening right now in Walmart in America, who first I think them are go for? You think me and you were going to go shop? Make something happen at Walmart and say who first them I get to. You stupid nonsense. Yeah. Sure. I don't want to get upset tonight. I mean, I never know some people still that was so fool. You say when you don't come here and defend on a party, on a criminal leader, on a scroll past my platform and don't upset me. You hear me I tell you no? Because I don't know sense. But I don't want to see this again. I can't drink but I finish drink coffee. No, but the matter is why it is important to know who is the owner of the company. It's just a company. I mean I need to know who I own a company. What kind of madness is that? What kind of madness? You ever hear them as something, my people? You ever hear them as something? No, man. No. The country need education. We have to go get an education drive and go in every house and educate with people them. We have to go educate everybody. Because this can't represent Jamaica. None at all.
But Angen, it's not that some of these people are uneducated, you know. They are just narrow, partisan, and always have on the green blinkers.
Me no
That
make
is
no.
part of the
Me is a
problem.
Me is everybody knows that me is a supporter of the People's National Party and me not hide that no time, no day. But me not gonna be so much that me support them with nothing that they are incorrect with, and me gonna come here and try to defend it by trying to put something out there to make it look good. It will never happen by me.
Definitely, my love.
But it is
Principal.
important to know who is the owner of the company.
Of course,
Because
Jim.
This is now a subject of criminal investigation.
Exactly.
What the person in the box is saying, basically, if somebody even analyze a person on the road, they shouldn't do an investigation that they don't care about the person's name.
It looks so.
These are serious criminal matters. You have unlawful arrest, malicious destruction of property, you have kidnapping, right?
You know,
And,
you're right. I mean, we don't look at it now where they're kidnapping.
Right? Yes.
See that them a come on this player country. Why me need to know who is the owner? Then they must know who I owner. They must the owner guy police station. The company is just a name.
Yeah, but Angel, listen to what the CD that you said now. America Airline is a company. Is it not important? Is it important to know the owner?
No, this person is a popular TikToker. He's just making problem.
Oh, you know him, Jim.
Yes, he's just making trouble.
Jim.
Man, Empress. She. I hear her today and she not make no sense in what she attack. So come like, Mr. Chambers and Mr. Chambers' daughter. Look like she's related to Mr. Chambers, or she have some relative in a Falmouth Resort. Why she's behaving this way? Her questions are so dumb.
Also, them are
Don't like
hustling now.
it.
I them parties send them out of a control people platform and then get $3,000 a night.
Good evening again. Jim, I Richard Center have been here. I'm to change platform because we have some problem with it.
What go on, Richard?
Let me tell you something, see, and I just do a piece. I just do a piece on somebody, see.
Yeah.
As a young man growing up, you see, whenever I was always a proud young Jamaican to engage PNP supporters on the road. But we never engage GLP supporters. I could have tell the party they support, but before they identify themselves. And it still continue to the date, even platform and major in meetings, you can see the arrogance in them. And we won't get better because it starts from the leader, from the inception of the GLP, the Jamaica Labour Party. And trust me, they will always be this way. Because I ask one question: is it right for you to do something illegal, to carry an illegal hack? And nobody can answer me.
No,
is it right to do something illegal, to carry an illegal act? Because what they did to the people, there was so much illegal, and somebody should hold criminally responsible for it. And nobody can answer that question. It was illegal, regardless of what, and nobody can say no, it wasn't illegal. You can't use illegality to correct illegal things, and no way. And that is arrogance of the Jamaica Labour Party. They are so blindsided by the color that they are unable to think critically and have meaningful discussion. Yes.
Immediately after the incident occurred, and when I heard about the sheer brutality of the police, I realized that it was sanctioned way up in the
big
government.
cover up rally.
Yes, you can't get so much police from Era 1. All the police from the 4 division from Era 1 to be at a specific era without any criminal activity at the
So you don't realize you don't realize that the same thing that happened in Clifton. It's similar to the same. Clifton and Cooper's Pen have the same kind of features.
Yeah.
And Clifton was from the Prime Minister himself. So there is no doubt.
Let me take it back, Jim. Let me take it back.
From in Cooper's Pen.
Let me take it back to Bakawal. Let me take it back to Bakawal as a young man. Let me take it back to Bakawal. What happened in Bakawal? And the displacement of people back then when Siaga cleared Tivoli. I can't tell you as far back as far as there. That's already done. If you do the research over the years, this party always displace people. Always do it. Every time. Remember Pinnacle, they do it all the time. It's not a new thing. It's an inherent thing in the party. It's in this party. Just look at this, do some research and say it's entrenched in them, and who won't get better.
Can you imagine those people who left back down there now, who have properties down there now? every time they go on the road, you know, some of them not going to work again, you know, because they'll be there looking on to see if demolition team is coming.
Jim,
They are traumatized.
me in the program, Mr. Jim, and I asked what happened to the relief things that Japanese donated to the country, change of 50 pence. You remember that question?
Yeah.
And it's all like,
Yeah.
I wish them a roll out now. So what happened to them before when people need them? What happened to the donation from Japan? The change of 50 pence things that Japan donated to Jamaica. And now we are seeing them after here. So what happened to them? Or why people that needed them get them? You see? So that shows hypocrisy of this party and what they are standing there for. Nothing for the people. And I don't believe in the people. No time at all. I don't get better. And if you look at the law that governs eviction, you can see, right? That no, we call it the
Court-appointed bailiff.
bailiff cannot execute any warrant between 6 and 6 in the morning. It's against the law to do that. No bailiff can execute any warrant between 6 and 6 in the morning. And look what they did.
And the police cannot. Yeah.
That's the police. They can't do this.
No, the police can't do civil proceedings work, man. That's bailiff is a civil matter, you know.
And they continue to talk foolishness and they don't read and go and do research and find out and know about the law. And they continue to cuss and notice, anytime you listen to the discussion and you find the law, you find something to them, they show the arrogance. They show the different side. Start saying you all about your mother and your family.
Yeah.
That's how they are.
That's how them stay, man.
They
Love tell
didn't
people about
even
them, man.
have an order for demolition. Not even that.
But
But they did the demolition because they know that the people cannot reconstruct any building there. They don't have the money to do that. So they did it also to prevent them from filing an injunction or in those kind of actions.
when they should be notice place, there should be notices placed all over place about this. There should be eviction notice place where the people can be.
Let me tell you, if the government wasn't involved, you see, those perpetrators who are involved would be rounded up
Full
already.
corruption.
Quickly,
Right.
they would have been in police custody. Let me tell you
Yeah,
something. Even
yeah.
if a landlord and
Yes.
tenant issue a rose, and the landlord goes there to disturb a tenant door lock or kitchen anywhere,
Yes.
do you know that the police is coming for that landlord to arrest that landlord?
Exactly.
Yes. Sometimes they don't even get station bail. Can you imagine the magnitude of this operation where multiple buildings were demolished?
And Jim,
Just doors were kicked in and people taken out and arrested or kidnapped. Children left out there exposed. Let me tell you something. If government wasn't behind this, you see, there would be some serious charges. Those men, it would take them a long time to see back their freedom.
and Jim, one more thing, see, Jamaica, I can say without water in my mouth. Jamaican is gonna be so surprised when they learn the three directors of this double company. You ever say? Jamaicans are going to be surprised when they learn the three directors of this company. Yeah? Because they're all
All
surprised.
right, God is good. Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. When you're opening a company, Companies Office of Jamaica wants your TRN.
Exactly.
They put a copy of your ID and file.
Yes.
And you have to have proof. You have to have proof of address, like a utility bill or something like that, right?
Yes.
So every company, limited liability, partnership,
Anyone.
sole trader,
Anyone.
everyone
Thank you.
of them,
Thank you.
you have to have full identification of all the people who are involved.
Alvarez saying from my info on the ground.
I'm not cutting in on you, but it seems like a lot of things is going on, you know, in Jamaica, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That is very serious, you know, where enough people not even realize now. Because I heard that
Rosemary.
except met with the security minister in Panama.
Yeah, they sign deal. Yeah, man, the signing took place, you know.
That is what kind of deal is that? You see a lot of things going on, Miss Jen. What is wrong with
Can't be
Andrew?
good for Jamaica. They have sold out our country because a lot of them were to be extradited, you know, and a lot of them need back visa.
That's what
So they will do anything.
Mighty God.
But Angel,
Yeah.
I just see where Alvaro put in the chat.
Yeah.
From my information, on the ground, Salt Mash next.
Where is not Salt Mash?
Saltmarsh is in Falmouth.
Going towards the border in Greenwood, going towards Greenwood side.
It's in Falmouth. You know where you see that big pond is?
Yeah, man,
And you're at the main road going to Montego Bay.
I'm gonna drive past it, but I don't really know a place good like that.
Near to Greenwood side, Antigen. Near to Greenwood, like going towards the border to Montego Bay, like Greenwood, near to Greenwood.
Me have to go take
All
note
right.
of it when I pass again.
All right, Anjen, you see when you come in on the highway and you cross over that bridge, what they newly built, well, it's not so new, but it's a newly built bridge anyhow, coming from Falmouth, coming down on your left-hand side. Saltmarsh start from there, going down. And
Oh, you know, so I
I
think
don't
I know
want
what
to-
you're talking about. I think when I go Montego Bay, I stop there, one girl sell bun and cheese and
they have
something.
a big body of pond. They have a very big body of pond.
Yeah, see a big
Of
body of water on
water.
the left-hand side and the sea on the next side.
Of right there.
Going to Montego Bay, and you have one guy, famous guy who used to sell crab, and young guy to sell crab somewhere along.
He's still there because I am living right there.
All right, so we know the area. The Greenwood.
Exactly right there I'm living. But Anjen,
Yeah, man.
you see all who are around that side have their legal documents. I understand that we are landholders, not landowner, and I think it's a highway robbery. After you buy your land for so much millions of dollars, you still have to turn on the pay tax.
Somebody type in and say on YouTube, so the website went down today. Anybody try access the website and couldn't get it today? Then fool 360 when they do all them look at something, then I must believe that people are gonna have sense. Rose, good night. Anybody try access the website to get any more?
Forget
Because they want to build a wharf right off there at Saltmarsh, you know. They want to build a big wharf right.
Oh,
The
Fergie.
subject company has been closed since 2024, you know, Anjen. But you can still go there and check who opened the company because these things can be subjected to criminal investigations. The records are permanent, they cannot be destroyed.
True.
Oh.
Can you imagine a company that is closed executing a court order? Think about that. And the previous owners are also deceased. So everything in this appears to be nefarious and surreptitious, and we know the author of those descriptions, the Prime Minister.
And as Tamika said, it's a phantom company.
Yeah, but this is a
Jimmy
land.
and Richard, I just want to try and see if you can help me with something. Tamika bring a new information just now that the company is in arrears of $41 million in tax. Any of you guys able to ascertain that information?
Yes, it's true. There was a lot of money in taxes. A lot.
True. And right now there's a
So hold on. So the company own it, and all now they can find out who to pay it. Who from the company who is the
What is it? This is I am so influenced by this thing. It's a massive land problem, and the land agency is in the Prime Minister's office, and they're not able to get the information or is getting people from it, and the land agency is in the office of the Prime Minister, the leader, and we are unable to get any real information about that company. What did you say?
They're not going to provide any
a shell company.
illumination of this subject matter. They're going to keep everybody in the dark.
Somebody,
Question is how long they can keep the country in the dark though, Jimmy.
Remember, this is a criminal investigation, and I told you, you know that unlawful eviction is even classified as a breach of human rights according to Amnesty International.
Certainly, my brother.
Yeah, I've been talking that from for the first. We get to come on TikTok if we first come here with me on the phone and in that place. And I've been talking that from the idea. So the bigger problem is the illegal action that took place. That is one of the biggest problems. Illegal action. That is it. And
Of course.
Nobody looking at that.
Which court? You think the court would grant an order for people to be evicted and both their premises demolished at the same time? You don't realize that they have done it quickly so that there is no legal remedy for the victims. You don't understand what's at work?
Overnight.
Sheer governmental power and authority at work.
Yeah, overnight. In the night, yes, at night, 3 o'clock, we move remove the men illegally from the structures and from the era, right? And like that, I have to laugh at times. Just me, I have to laugh. You know?
And don't forget, that those men who were kidnapped and placed in custody, they would have left behind their personal properties, right?
Yes,
Their family. Not just their personal property, but their family.
Their family. Some of them were single men living at the premises also.
Yes.
So everything would have been gone. Their birth certificate, their identification, their money, everything. Everything is gone.
But Jim, look at this. How
And
can you process a person without their ID?
They only released them when the operation was finished, because they didn't want any active resistance on the ground. So it was carefully planned and executed with abundance of resources.
So that the first person with a little authority that was there was Mr. Miller. I was told that Mr. Miller was the first person that reached and seen as the next person with the authority, Mr. Miller. He was the first person, not the MP. Mr. Miller was there before the MP.
Yeah.
Come on, the MP was bought, man. Remember, she is also state minister in the Ministry of Tourism, and the project that will be implemented on the subject property is in relation to a hotel.
And
the MP would have advanced knowledge.
Nara, Jim, under the auspices of Nara. Remember that? Don't forget that fact.
But Jim, she have the audacity, to carry plastic tent, come put up on the same premises where she and her government and all those criminals just demolished. You can imagine something like that, brother.
You don't understand what is at work.
The same Japanese
Use your phone.
The same Japanese thing that could be distributed. The same Japanese thing that couldn't change after the Japanese thing that couldn't be distributed after hurricane.
Use your phone and type in Gaza and the West Bank demolition exercise, and the amount of people who have been arrested is as Israeli style operation is being carried out in Jamaica. Can you look how many lands are in Jamaica? For Jamaicans to get a piece of the action, to get a stake in their country.
I remember
and the Prime Minister is the private. I remember, NHT is not carrying out its statutory mandate,
And
they are not helping anybody to get a home.
The Prime Minister of Israel thanked the Prime Minister of Jamaica gladly for the support. Remember that meeting with the two Prime Ministers where Netanyahu thanked Andrew Holness wholeheartedly not to support the resolution that was brought by the United Nations against Israel. Remember that? He thanked him personally.
Fergie, you're silent for your comment. Good night.
No, I'm listening. Good night, everyone. Good night, Auntie Jen.
Yeah.
Good night, Super.
Good night. So I see that you have some lab rats on your TikTok. I thought normally when Alvaro comes on or Michelle comes on, they'll be right behind them. But we just got to clear up that whole thing of companies, shell companies, and things like that.
Yeah.
So the global anti-money laundering laws and the global know your customer laws, KYC, those drastically changed after September 11, 2001, when in New York we got the terrorist attack. Because some of those terrorists had Cayman accounts, they had Swiss bank accounts, they had Panamanian accounts, they had all these secretive accounts. So, based on the laws changing, everyone needs to know the ultimate beneficial owner. We need to know your name. We need to know who you are. We need to know all the major shareholders in there. It is now a global requirement, okay? Yeah. I see someone wrote American Airlines. American Airlines is a publicly traded company. You will always see the top 10% holders of those shares. And if you want to get more information as to how many people hold shares of American Airlines, which is publicly traded, you can reach out to them and they will always give you a listing of all their shareholders. So that person making that statement is completely false. They have no idea. They never traded. They have no idea how trading or even banking works. But in the banking world, if Jamaica needs to be relevant, they need to take the laws on. Cayman Islands, which was actually very strict about knowing who the ultimate beneficial owners are, they changed the laws. And I want to say it was 2020 or 2019 because I worked on an agreement.
You're right, Pat.
And it changed it. That we had to know who, and Cayman were like, no. We said, no, the laws changed. You have to change your laws. Cayman Islands changed their laws. That they will give you the information as to who the ultimate beneficial owners are. Who are the major shareholders? So you can't just run and open an account in Cayman Islands and hide your monies, or open a company in Cayman Islands and not know who those people are. That is completely false. The laws in Cayman Islands have changed because of September 11, 2001, the U.S. forced the globe. We need to know who is investing, who is doing transactions with these jurisdictions. It's that simple.
Hi, Claudette. Mm-hmm. But them are people that know nothing about company or nothing. I mean, I know who them are come attack. You know,
I don't know who they're talking about. We need to know. And if Jamaica does not, acquiesce to those laws, you guys will be out of business. You can't do business on the international markets. I'm telling you right now. You will be locked out. Because if you can't tell me who the ultimate beneficial owner of the account or of this transaction, we're not going to do any business with you. Period. So I don't think people understand that the laws changed. It got very strict. You can't open a shell company. That's perfectly fine. But we need to know who is opening the shell company. Who owns the shell company? So if Antigen opens a shell company in Cayman, that's great. You can do that. Mm-hmm. But we need to know, Antigen is the 100% beneficial owner of this company. All right.
But that's
then we need to look into her.
Mm.
So that's how it works.
I don't know. I would want to know if anybody on the platform have any information as it relating to possible those person getting maybe a lawyer or a group of lawyers to basically defend them. I heard Buchanan, Isaac Buchanan, basically making some strong point, but I'm wondering the fact that he is youths and I think human rights representative for the People's National Party, if he's going to lead a team in basically defending these persons. I am basically asking if anybody on the platform have any information. If these people have a lawyer or a group of lawyer to defend them.
I think they would be putting that together, because I think Isaac gave them an assurance. So I think more or less he would work on their behalf. And I see another lawyer, I forgot his name.
Donovan Collins.
Right, he went there even before Isaac went there.
Yeah, but they still have to be cautious about Mr. Collins, because we know that Mr. Collins was closely associated to Tova Hamilton's election campaign.
Yes.
He played a very crucial role. So that's a conflict that the residents who were affected, they should be aware of that. Donovan Collins spent his money to help Tova Hamilton to be re-elected, all right? So, on that basis, he should disqualify himself.
Yes, I agree.
Yes, because the MP for the area is also State Minister for Tourism. So she would have had advanced knowledge of the hotel plans, right? Advanced plan of what the hotel would be doing. But she sold out the people and instead supported the government in its quest to continue these kinds of operation, because what has happened is in line with government policy. I told you immediately. Right? That's what I said on TikTok when the incident occurred.
But
it is in line with government policy. Therefore, it was sanctioned by the government.
But listen to
I made the call early in the morning.
Jim, I'll tell you something. My kid mother.
Exactly.
She was associated with the MP in St. Thomas. Listen, she was associated with the MP in St. Thomas. A place named Whitehall, Whitehall. And when there was a problem at the bridge, in the Yallas bridge in Yallas, that MP came there the night. Listen me, I can tell you, the MP came there the night. My baby mother at Clooney Road. Give them money to get bus and people to go and demonstrate at the site the next morning. And then go back to town and come back, the man drive, say my drive and pass and sit and this has to come and support him. When he was the person orchestrating the demonstration overnight, the man pay money, charter bus and something, and send the people down there and then come on the scene and say, come and support and help and something, when he was the person that orchestrated. So these are the minds that those JP member of parliament and everything. It's a script. I tell you, it's the party operate and it won't change. It won't change.
So I can tell you that more than likely, Tova Hamilton sent Donovan Collins on the scene because they are closely associated. And I'm telling you that those young men and the people should keep Mr. Collins far away from their quest to seek injustice.
I agree.
Yes, I completely agree. That's too close for comfort, right?
Very, very close.
Now when mother do keep you and drag you out for years.
Right. And he probably would do a filing that is needed, and then all of a sudden you hear the case is dropped because the so-and-so filing wasn't done in the correct timing.
You think that Donovan Collins is going to do anything antithetical of the interests of the Member of Parliament? I'm telling you, Donovan Collins spent his personal money and expended his resources to put her back there. I was questioning what interest he had to be doing all of that. But he did it, and he was the first person. He was one of the first persons to appear on the scene.
Right.
So I'm telling you, a lot of these people who appear on scenes, they are sent by people who want a certain outcome, and they would have directed that outcome before the outcome occurs.
Jimmy, Richard earlier on, you see, make a point which I think is profound. Richard said that historically, that this is a practice of the Jamaica Labour Party. And in fact, he make mention of a Bakawal, because remember, what now obtains a Bakawal, is Tivoli. And Bakawal might have been the most massive demolition of Jamaicans that actually migrated to Kalalubed and Riverton, right? So in a general sense, what the JLP did in Albion, St. Thomas, what they did now in Trelawney, and what they did in Portmore is basically a feature of the JLP as it relating to ordinary Jamaicans who is trying to build and to gain them own property and build house. And I'm happy that Richard raised the point earlier on. Because if you look at all of these areas that have been demolished over the years, from in the 60s, it's always when the Jamaica Labour Party is in power that these things actually happen.
Yeah.
But they use that tactic to create their garrisons, right? They used it in Tivoli to create their garrison in Tivoli, that those folks who always vote JLP. Same thing with Grant Spen in Kingston, St. Andrew. They did the same thing.
Hey, them really angry about the because they see me tell lie and this. And let me tell you, I can go far. There's a man that was associated with PNP named they call Bucky Marshall, you see. He was a staunch Jamaican.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he was a staunch Jamaican Labour Party supporters with Bayer Mitchell. I can call it with Bayer Mitchell, right? But when you see the atrocity that took place with the people at Bakawal, he switched and support the people. So he became a PNP because he was a Jamaican with Bayer Marshall from Albion and a couple of them. I know that. I can tell you, anyone can tell me with that. So this is the things that happen over the years. It continue to happen, and I don't know why what happened to us as people. We continue to support the atrocity when we put against people. I don't know why.
But this one is weird though, because from listening to people on, Cooper's Pen, seems like 3/4 of them voted for the JLP. Normally they wouldn't do that to their own supporters. So this one is very weird for me.
But not even that. When election come, them same one get the people them steal and block. Figure put build house on the capture land them. So now when I come and say people them are squatters. On move from here, man. Because even look up at East Rural.
Would do it, man,
Look up at East Rural.
Remember, big money is involved.
Well, I know East Rural. What they do? You know what Juliet Oldness did? Build a temporary hardware up in the East Rural where people could have come get cement. Then could I get any little thing? And some of the people them up there, I would then go build it. Capture land. So the politician they help the people to build house and capture land for when they want to vote. And then when they want back the land, they strategic.
Capture land.
But Jim,
a lot of these lands are not capture land. If it's government control, it's for the people. The government is just holding it for the people. Right? The people should have access to lands. But should not be using the word capture lands.
Yeah, but because
there is an unequal distribution of wealth in Jamaica, right? These people do not have access to state resources like the Prime Minister and his ministers. They didn't have access to SSL's $5 billion. National Health Fund invested $740 million in SSL. National Housing Trust, $238 million. National Insurance Fund, $8,400,000. Jamaica Agricultural Society, $8.9 million. Jamaica Banana Industry Catastrophe Fund, $98,000. So what I'm saying to you is that a lot of these high-profile politicians are involved in fraudulent conversion, and their wealth of balloon. They have a mass luxurious properties. These people do not have access to even quarter acre of land.
But Jim, let me highlight something to you. Two things. When First Rock just came on the market, see, Airport Authority was interested in investing in that, and they were advised not to invest in First Rock. Not to invest in First Rock, and you see what not you report that money when they invest in First Rock.
A lot of money, man. Yeah, but those monies just like SSL, those monies from First Rock, they are in politicians' pocket.
And let me tell you something again. St. Thomas, the demolition, most of those people supported the Jamaica Labour Party. I can tell you, in that era, most of them, so they turned on their own people. I can tell you without any apology, most of those people supported the Jamaica Labour Party in previous elections.
Why should Colonel Charles?
Richard and Jim, it is obvious then that this thing is definitely part and parcel of the land grab from elements within the hierarchy of the JLP. Because we can just look around the country and say, look what Charles doing in St. Thomas to those people. Look what go ahead, my brother.
And I mean, squatting is not really illegal. It's a civil matter, right? And if you are going to claim for adverse possession, you would have to be squatting there for a period of time to even claim adverse possession, which is a legal pathway to land ownership, right? But with the threats coming from the Prime Minister and the person we has appointed within the office of the Prime Minister, Bobby Montague, these people are not protected. They can come at any time and remove them in the middle of the night or in the wee hours of the morning. A lot of
So
people are worried.
as I was saying, that is definitely land grab, and is land grab from some of those criminals in the Jamaica Labour Party. I don't know if you remember what they did at Bull Bay, Bob Marley Beach. I think it is referred to as Beach Road.
They are going for that right now. That is on their radar.
Let me tell you what they do. Most of the comrades in that era, who them not analyze, after run left. These people are people who live in a them house and occupy those property for over 50 up to 60 years. And they have to run left Beach Road. You look the similar thing Charles do to the people them at this beach right name, Prairie Beach. These are persons who for how many decades actually build them house and own and live on the land and so on and so forth. And you just come and you just want to just amass these how much acres of land for you and your family and so on. And if you look right around the country, what happened at Albion in East St. Thomas, it's obvious that it have connection to what is happening in Beach Road. And we can just go on and on.
As I talk about Albion, who is behind the Albion demolition?
Didn't the government accept that? Didn't the government accept the demolition there?
No, not
Because
really.
what the government says, based on my understanding, Antigen, was that these people are squatters. They are on government owned properties. They never have the legal right to be there. And all of those was just crap, because persons that lost their homes there said that they are in process of actually paying down on the land and so on, through either housing trust or housing corporation, whatever is the name. So it is obvious that Albion, without question, is being carried out and done by the government.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I remember in 2015 to 2016, while Dr. Peter Phillips was the campaign director, and he questioned the source of Andrew Holness's wealth. You remember, Auntie Jen?
Remember
When
that
he was
part.
on the campaign trail?
Yeah, man, and they said
Right.
and they said Phillips bad mind.
Yes, he said that the Prime Minister was handling monies that he couldn't give an account of. And one of the names of the institutions that were called, right, one of the names that was called was SSL.
Yeah.
No, Dr. Phillips was a guardian angel trying to protect the people of Jamaica, and look what carelessness we let happen. We wouldn't have had this destruction now if the people had followed up on what Dr. Peter Phillips was saying, you know.
True.
Dr. Phillips said we will pay dearly. Dr. Phillips said then we're going to pay dearly for the mistake that we made. Dr. Phillips said that we're going to pay for the we said we're going to pay dearly. And it's happening now.
So, remember those speech for true.
Yeah,
I know Andrew Holness is more wealthier than Mark Golding and Peter Bunting combined, and they sold a company for $9 billion, DB&G, legitimate company, to a reputable bank, Scotia Bank. Andrew Holness is far more powerful than Peter Phillips now. He has passed everybody in terms of wealth, power and authority.
See, man, I jack up the election, man. We don't have no chance of eating. The man cementing himself away that he know have everybody in his pocket.
Can you imagine a man who couldn't pay his school his loan? When he was getting married, he couldn't even afford to provide the guests with fish. And look at where he reaches now, and Jamaicans are in abject poverty.
Married.
Jim,
Right?
Jim, I'm the whole like was I am the whole of 3 companies, and in 2007, you see, I could have I could have find like $8 million cash. This other young man, me tell 2007, I can find $8 million cash. I'm a company rise, and I'm not able to leaps and bounds as I do all this did. And I'm sure that 2007 I was in a better position than the owners. And I am careless, I am wordless, but it's not possible to do it legally. It's not possible to do it legally. Trust me, not possible.
You don't hear that the man's sons who have never worked have about how many acres of land in Skamana Park?
Yes.
Hmm?
That's what we heard.
While our people can't even get quarter of an acre. You see why poverty is rife in this country? We have nowhere going under this man, you know. Jamaica has a lot of lands because it's characterized by land, wood and water. And 90% of our people have no land.
And there's a lot of
where are
land
we going?
on the island. It's not like
Of course.
It's not like Jamaica's 100 million people.
No, but and everybody,
right?
hold on, let me tell you now, and everybody might go bulldozer down, you know. You see anybody with up on land where they want to invest, and those are the people that are really target.
Yeah.
For right now.
Yeah, but we
But
cannot
today,
tolerate those unlawful
but today, I see one news that down at St. James, them are calling people to come register who live on land where not for them. So I say, oh, I can pull up back the article.
Really?
Yeah.
That is highly suspicious.
I'm going to show you one. Yeah?
Yes, you see, Narwood, Roseites, Farmites, most of them place there. You see? A capture land. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, Paradise, most of the land them place are capture land them. The EY Clark, we call him the Dr. Tag, most of them people in the country just capture land, most of them thing there. Most of them.
I'm missing the article to all of them.
Roseites, Farmites, Roseites, Narwood, most of them place there. Whole for capture land them place, whole the Glen Devon, whole for capture land.
Finally, let me show one statement they put out, say, Andrew, say, let me hear what you say. They're going to put...
He spoke on it today, finally.
Yeah, let me just see them put out.
The disaster, he said the demolition, in categorized that the disaster. So all the things I get is that because of disaster, they should be able to get the things there because of disaster. So I'm saying it's a disaster.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's a disaster. He said it, and it's at the news tonight. He said a disaster.
Oh, so hold on now.
Alright, listen to it.
That we have seen are disturbing. My heart goes out to the families who have been dislocated. I see a particular image of a newborn and the mother being displaced. These are the tragedies, and it is one thing that history does is to repeat itself. And I am committed to ensure that our history is not repeated. Which is why I am unequivocal and very clear in not endorsing squatting and the illegal occupation of land. I do intend to address the specific matter when I have the full details of the matter. The matter is quite complex and it involves court rulings for which I need to be properly advised on those court rulings before I speak. I do intend to...
It's all kind of two sides of it.
So basically...
Hold on, make him finish that.
I had no prior knowledge of it. None of our ministers, certainly not the member of parliament. I got a call very early in the morning, quite surprised, and immediately we mobilized resources from ODPEM
and the Ministry of Labour and Social Security to assist because technically it was a disaster. And we have been able to respond in the humanitarian crisis that has been created. There is
So basically,
Hold on, no, man.
so whatever the government does, it has to address the issue of informality, and we can't be too mouth about it. We have to speak straight about it. Squatting is wrong. Informal settlement is not encouraged. But yes, every single Jamaican should have equal opportunity to get access to land and housing. We will have to find ways to support those families who are impacted. But whatever our response is, we have to be careful that we don't set a precedence that is not sustainable. Because whatever we do now, everybody's going to expect that it is done going forward. So, which is why we are being very careful.
So that means more also a bulldozer down.
A response that
He's talking on two sides of his mouth.
and it will be
let me tell you something. The
That's so
Prime
stupid.
Minister's statement means nothing at all to me and you.
Someone who is in need. It is the same way that we will develop a program to address squatter communities, irregularly settled communities, formalize them, regularize them.
Why wasn't that in his manifesto last year?
And informal settlement.
Explain that to me.
You know. Go ahead now.
Why was that? I mean, Mark Golding had it in the manifesto.
He said, we treat it as a disaster because it's a disaster. So they think that we mobilize, we want to mobilize in a disaster situation. That he said in the first part, because I listened to the news earlier.
Well, he basically supported the action of those people, you know, because if you listen to him,
Right.
he said that it's a legal matter and court
And then why
orders
bring
were
up
involved.
squatters? We don't know if they're squatters. We know it's still in court. Everyone is still up in the air what really took place with that piece of
But
land.
the Prime Minister was clear that if you are squatting, they are coming for you. He was very clear in his statement a while ago. So, this man is cold and heartless, you know?
Sorry about that. Continue. I mean, I look for the clip.
No, I can't listen to him. I'm sorry.
Well,
He's talking on two sides of his mouth.
This man is a danger to society
The
and
man
to
said
jail.
not support no squatting, so, and if we must set a precedent, so get what I say, that other people don't look out for the same thing from this. So that is telling you
Yes, exactly.
that him have an
Those
intention.
people have nothing to get apart from the tent and the bottle of water.
Right.
They have not
that's
even
it.
a chimney. Not even a chimney they will get.
And again, you are supposedly evicted them, but you pitched tent on the same land that you were supposed to evict them from.
Yes,
I've
because
never
the
heard
government,
of such a thing.
right, because the government knows that the people will not be able to reconstruct their homes on the property. Those money will never come back again. Secondly, tents are nothing to them. Tents can be blown away by breeze. So there's no form of accommodation going on there. So the tents do not mean anything to them. Obviously. You know? Because normally when eviction takes place, the owners would really want the people on the road and not onto the property. But they have demolished the homes unlawfully.
And the
You know,
Prime
so
Minister
those people's lives cannot be restored on the
Right.
subject property. So the tents do not mean anything to them.
Yeah.
And I think a certain level of hypocrisy too in terms of his statement about we want to get the full report. That just suggests that them really don't know what happened. And secondly, that the government can form a policy around squatting. You can imagine.
Don't
this is
forget
not
the
government.
Prime Minister's
This-
statement.
Yeah.
The Prime Minister's statement is similar to the one he gave when SSL occurred. Don't forget, it's the same line of argument.
Right.
This
And
man means
I am saying, Jim, I am saying, you see, how can you be in government and you are in government for the third term. And you don't have a policy that deal with the whole question of ensuring that Jamaican who are landless get land.
So
and I agree with you. I don't want to use the term squatters, right?
Yeah.
But people who are basically on land to work out something. Look at the government. Look what PJ Pattinson and Portia did. I think under Portia we have Operation Pride. You guys can correct me. Operation Pride.
Yeah.
PJ put out that period that PJ was there. PJ had something with the Housing Corporation of Jamaica. And there were things that them basically are regularized. A lot of persons who are on land for a certain period of time and work out something that them pay for it over a period of time. Why the JLP can't adapt or continue those programs? What is the reason why they can't adapt or continue those programs?
Andrew Holness has derailed the mandate of NHT. When you go up there now, you're not going to get even a one bedroom. You're only wasting your time, right? All those monies are being offloaded into the consolidated fund, and then politicians do whatever they want to do with the money.
Along with that
those
fund, yep.
containerized homes. The Prime Minister said he has withdrawn 29 million US dollars to provide containerized homes. Now, so far, we have seen 5 in Westmoreland. And when we look at it, it seems as if it is a mini burial site. When you look at the 5 containers, it is so outrageous. It is like a little funeral service with a mass burial going on. Very, very bad. Containerized homes are not for human habitation. Right? Especially in a tropical climate like Jamaica, where the heat stores in the metal. Right? Those people cannot survive in those units. They require high-powered air conditioning before they can even survive in them. People can't even afford water nor food. How are they going to afford an air conditioning unit and even pay electricity bills? Come on.
But Jim, I get from the grapevine said the hurricane money done in the budgetary allocation, you know. Some year, you know, from the grapevine, you know. The hurricane money done and they make budgetary allocation for support hurricane relief projects.
Those monies aren't done, Rich. Those money, they're holding on to those monies. That's why he put those monies from the diaspora into ADPAM.
So my money gonna cancel the fund too, and if you're gonna cancel, it should go to a different fund. I gonna cancel the fund. Not for the hurricane money gonna settle.
You know, yes, Rhoda alone says she have $12 million for the back to school.
Right.
You know why? You see the area them with not much councillor, them a try for see how much they can boost if they win councillor seat.
Councillor seat.
Yeah.
What if the Prime Minister said that people should stop squatting? And as I said before,
but where they gonna live?
When Peter Phillips asked him what's the source of his funding for Beverly Hills Mansion, he had to mention SSL. What happened to SSL? We have found out that SSL was a money laundering institution for government operatives. Now, if he had a master's degree and high-profile politician, remember he was Minister of Education, that's when he started to get rich, you know. You have to track his past, you know. When he became Education Minister, he purchased a lot of properties, including Arcadia. And he started to doing business with SSL, and we know who was SSL's boss.
Yeah.
He was the number 2 person for Dr. Paul Chen Young. He's double down, you know, from the 90s coming up, you know.
Jim, there was a piece back for election campaign, you know. SSL was one of the pieces back for election campaign.
I know everything that happened,
$100 million.
SSL boss called him, man, and said, I'm opening these accounts to you, and whenever you win, I'm going to pull down curtains and lock shop. You know how it goes. And everything that was discussed executed.
But
Why you think those monies were moving from government entities into SSL?
All right, Jim.
Politicians have them back in their pockets right now, yeah.
But Jim, remember there was a report, and the finance minister, there was a report,
Yeah, the Kroll report.
No, we can't talk about this the Kroll report for SSL. Remember the
No.
Remember Narika say he had a report and he never take it in port and they never presented to him. That him SSL was insolvent, SSL had the money. And when the Prime Minister draft him money, then the report was made public. When the Prime Minister draft him money.
So if the Prime Minister had to associate himself with a fraudulent company in SSL, just imagine the average Jamaican who can't even buy a loaf of bread. Where are they going to get land from? Because he had a master's degree at the time, when he intertwined himself with SSL, high-profile education minister and opposition leader, and he had to go through all of those activities
Jim,
to propel himself into prime minister.
Jim,
now come on. Where should the normal people get lands from?
Let me stop you. He pulled his money from Olin before Olin collapsed. He pulled his money from Casper before Olin collapsed, and there was a record. IC said it. His money was pulled from both of those entities before they collapsed. He invested in them and him getting money before they collapsed. The two entities, SSL, him Cash Plus and Olin. It is on document that I see. They can go and read it.
We have to push back against the Prime Minister, man, because the government has failed in its wealth and land distribution. There is enough money in Jamaica and enough land to have given opportunity to the people of Jamaica, but it has been stolen, right? We should have been victorious, but they have stolen our joy, our money, our land, and it's time to hold them accountable now. He should have said that it's a failure of government for these people to be squatting and do not have anywhere to live. That's what he should be saying, instead of saying we're not going to support squatting, right, and if he help these people, other people going to need help in the future. This guy is not going to do anything for the people, because an event of that magnitude, people in government would have known. The guy said not even the member of parliament knew about it. You didn't hear him?
Yeah, he did.
Look here, man. Let me tell you something. This man is a danger to Jamaica. And that is why the country is so impoverished right now. And politicians have become mega billionaires. And there is zero for the people of Jamaica. Not even some warm water with salt.
Jim, when he said that, not in the MP, no, I remember the famous word. I've looked far and wide. I've asked within my party, and nobody from my party is involved in any investigation. Remember that statement. When he said the MP, no, just remember.
It's a pattern, man.
You have searched far and wide,
it's
and
a pattern.
When he was a major source of investigation, and he said nobody.
Can you imagine the man was an architect of SSL, and when he was asked about SSL, he said he couldn't speak on it because he has to have all the facts. It's the same thing he said about Cooper's Pen demolition.
Now, may I say something before I forget? Before I forget, may I say something? From the other day, I come out and attack on behalf of Marlon Morgan.
I don't know. He's pretty quiet, that one.
Anybody know?
I hope he's okay. He's been quiet, that one.
He has a big position at the Ministry of Education, so he's living lavishly. As a matter of fact, I doubt if his wife works, because everywhere he goes on the job, the wife is there with him too. So maybe the wife is also personal assistance.
And Jenny, you must remember to that Fitzhenley come out at Cliffviews nationwide.
And
that basically Fitzhenley is the media personnel and
you realize this
represent
starting,
let me just finish, Jim. Let me just finish. And therefore what Fitzhenley represent is that training out of the Cliffviews station, and basically somebody who is them chief, one of them chief little propagandists. If you notice the type of thing that him always come out the statement and so on, him is obviously one of them chief propagandists. So I don't know, maybe them give him more opportunity to speak on the behalf of the government. Certainly anything to do with the Prime Minister, you always hear him jump in.
That's my chairman of communication arm of the government. They say he's the chairman of the communication arm of the government. That is his title. That they say. He's the chairman of the communication arm of the government.
But then really, I kept Currency silent, man, because she was vocal before the election.
And I think this cross pens thing, probably, this Cooper's pen, I should say, probably have them very quiet because, yeah, someone knows, but the rest of them didn't know. And now they're keeping quiet.
All right, I'm going to take a final remark. I'm not sit up late tonight because I've been doing that. I'm sit down here and I want to sleep. Let me go.
These people...
All right, go ahead, Jim. So just close up with your remarks.
These people are shameless. You will find more damage being done. Listen, every week when something happens, it is a 9-day wonder. Andrew Wheatley, who should not be in the cabinet because he was referred for criminal prosecution, Andrew Holness still has him there. Right? And Vaz and those men, you have the whole school bus scandal. Every week something happens and there is no accountability nor prosecution. So it's business as usual. Probably they're going to continue demolition island-wide. You know, I mean, what is going to change? How is it that we are going to hold the government accountable when the JLP, who consists of a large number of the population, how is it that we are going to hold them accountable without that sector of the country? The PNP alone can't hold them accountable.
True.
And the GLP definitely is not going to participate in any protest that would shake government institutions and bring some amount of highlights, you know, some amount of sensitivity and action. They're not going to participate in that. So as Andrew Holness is aware of that also, that we will never have a concerted effort to remove him from office. He is aware of that, you know. There is no institution that is holding him accountable. So at the end of the day, and he has the army and the police.
So fall upon him once,
right?
Man, wait.
So I don't see any remedy. I think this man is on a rampage and he will continue.
My question, Jim, given the history of this country, as it relating to different periods, we have come from a tradition of Paul Bogle, William Garden, Sam Sharp, etc. 1938, the Industrial Revolution, and then 1838, the abolition of slavery. Why Jamaica is seen internationally as being very resilient, not only in terms of the fact that we produce great music, great food, great clothes, but that we are seen as a country that don't joke when it comes to our rights and so on. Why our people at this time is so passive? Why our people is so docile? Why, with all of what is happening over the last maybe a year and 6 months since Andrew was elected again, why the Jamaican people is taking all of this and sitting down? Anybody on the panel?
Yeah, man, let me tell you. Let me answer you. And you might laugh when I say this. Because of the generation of the vipers. Listen to me, I'll say something this year. There's a constituency in Northwest Elizabeth, you see? Northwest Elizabeth, the worst constituency in Jamaica. Have the worst MP in the past. And they have done nothing to that era. Right? And I saw Andrew there earlier this week. And when you see the young people, they might run on Andrew and I jump and I go on and I give off tea soup. Right? And they know nothing about our history. They know nothing about the politics. And this is the problem. The young people who are coming around, they don't know nothing. They just want a quick fix and they're alright. If they get a quick fix today and die tomorrow, they're not business with it. And that's that. And they believe say the younger generation are the bigger the problem, are the heart of the problem. That is my belief.
Not my belief.
So then, Richard, quickly, we are to be blamed then. Our generation are to be blamed because it's our children. It's their fault to teach them.
Not really, Rupio. I agree with Richard. I completely agree with him, but I think the biggest thing is technology, right? So everyone has a smartphone, everyone is on social media. So social media shows everyone the beauty of everything, right? All these foreigners are coming to Jamaica. They're having a phenomenal time in Jamaica. Even Jamaicans who are living there, they're showing you different parts of the culture. Everything looks so great. Everything looks so amazing. But they never really give you the truth of what really is taking place, or how you got there. So Richard is right. This younger generation, it's a quick thing, quick fix, but they also live on social media. So if I'm showing you everything looks great, look at these new buildings going up in Kingston. Wow, these beautiful apartments. Not knowing you probably can't afford them because they're asking US millions of dollars, and we know you're not earning that to even afford an apartment in these buildings. But they don't think that. They just show it on social media. So it's partly our fault because we have progressed, right? We have technology now. And thanks to PJ Patterson for that everyone has internet, everyone has phones, mobile phones. So these are things that plays into it. So it's I wouldn't say it's all our fault. It's just a combination of things.
And we're living in a shift paradigm too. So this generation, them not care nothing, not care what, them are going to have food for eat and place for sleep, TV for watch, internet as you say, and all kind of that. So they can't see the better part, so they don't know nothing about struggle like we. So them care less.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They didn't know when I grew up there was only one TV station, JBC. That's it. I didn't have another. I didn't have 20, 50 TV stations to look at. I had JBC, and that only came on certain times of the day, right?
Sign off.
Right. I only had like 1 hour cartoon, and then it was news, and then you had your shows, and then that was it. And yeah, and even during daytime, there was no JBC when I grew up there. There was no JBC. There was nothing. You just have this screen, and there was nothing. So they're not used to that. This generation don't know. We went through all of that, right? We had to listen to the radio back in our days for news and music and those things. These guys are looking at videos. They could just make a video on TikTok and it goes viral and they make a ton of money. So it's just perspective.
And seeking information is not entertainment to them. Not entertaining to them. Seeking information is not entertaining to them. So they don't take the time to go deep and find information about our history and things. They don't have the time for that because it's not entertaining to them. And they want to be entertained. They want to laugh and drink the rum. And that's what's going on now.
Yep, that's it, Richard. You got it.
Yeah, I want to go now. Tamika, your final remarks.
Yes, Angel. Yes, my final remarks is this. Well, I want to talk because me and Daniel in a game, Angel. But Angel, what I have to say is that we have more closure of this case. I got broke out like a spring.
Yeah, and check your
we're going to hear some names. Carl Wishpad.
We're going to hear
not going to surprise a lot of us, but some of us are going to be surprised. But as for me, Me no have no surprise. A surprise because it's a crookish thing going on, and things pressure will go bust pipe and people are going to reveal.
Yeah.
The only way pressure no bust pipe unless everybody are go be on them P's and them Q's not to want to reveal the information and let them then one another. But no care how you take it, you have one whole fridge there where things now go right and things all go down and that person are going to leak out the information. That's my closing.
Yeah,
But stay tuned.
yeah.
As Warmington would say. More is left to come.
All right, Rupi.
Yes, and Jen, I'm happy to be on your program first time.
Thank you.
I respect all the panelists. I think this discussion is imperative to ensure that people who are listening can pick sense or nonsense. I think your panelists are very informed and basically, express some very important thing on your program tonight. And I think in the future, I'd want to hop on again.
I'll definitely appreciate. Fergie.
Yeah, the only thing I want to say, so Auntie Jen, I saw someone wrote, politics blind uno, right?
Oh, say
Let's
it.
not-
Let me see it.
Yeah, it's a guy named Crane, or I don't know if it's a he or she. I'm just going to say Crane, which is okay. It's okay. But let's think about it. Politics is in everything that we do.
With daily life.
Right. Right? It's daily in our lives.
Daily
and
life.
you, as a person, I'm not going to try and change anyone, or I don't want to change anyone. You have to figure out what is right or what is wrong.
Exactly.
Okay? So if you think, I'm going to use Cooper's pen as an example. If you think it's right to demolish these people's houses, you didn't even get them out of there and move them somewhere else and demolish their houses and then put a tent, and you think that's right, that's fine. That's fine. That is your value. That is your value system. That's not my value system. And I am who I am. I'm not going to hide it. I'm a PMP, and the story. But if that's your value system, live with it. But I want to take it to the other side. If you said you're a Christian and you think this is Christian value, that you do that to kick out your own people off of the land, and it's not a foreign land to Jamaican borns, I have a problem with that. That is a big problem. Those lands are Jamaican lands. These are Jamaican people. Okay? I don't care if they have a title, yes or no. I really don't care. They're staying on Jamaican lands. Those are lands that our ancestors had to work. They were beaten. They were slaves. And they had to deal with the crap for centuries. And now you're telling me, oh, you need to have a title to get the land? Come on. No. And if you think that's right, so be it. But don't turn to me and say you're a Christian. Because whatever Christianity you're dwelling over there, I'd rather go to hell. I will go to the devil. Because that to me, the little I know, is not Christianity. A 3-day-old child being born from a mother with a C-section being kicked out like that, or even an elderly, that's a mother. That could be a grandmother. We don't know. And you're kicking her out like that with no end in sight for her or those people. They have no idea where they're going to end up or how they're going to end up. And you're going to freaking pitch a tent. So you pitch in a tent and you knock down a good house that they were living in to pitch a tent on the same freaking land. And to me, that's Christianity. I'm sorry. I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
But the man-
So yes, politics is in everything.
Yeah. But anyway, before you go, you mix up Christianity with demon people, and I think that's not right.
I know, but Auntie Jan, you have these people. These are the same people who will go to church on Sunday.
I'm sure they're not going to
Sing,
church.
they will hold their hands up. They will sing, praise the Lord, praise Jesus. The same people on Sunday. They will do it for an hour or 2 hours on Sunday.
You think the police never got church Sunday?
But I charge at the same person that drive past the old lady, pass and got church and say she one dress too often, say not carry.
Okay, thank you, Richard. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
All right, Richard, you close up now.
Yes.
I'm going to say, Jamaicans, do your research, read on matters before come and talk. And we are Jamaican, we can have meaningful conversation. We don't have to be arrogant. We don't have to attack anybody, right? Because everybody's opinion will be different at times, but the facts matters. Facts matters. That is the most important thing. So when you hear something, don't just come at us. You course we are saying our mother and the most derogative things. Do your research and then you come and debunk it. And if I'm wrong, I will apologize. But time for us to be Jamaicans. Look out for each one another. Look out for your brother.
Richard.
Look at as a child said, look at the little girl with her 3-year-old baby. You know? Suppose someone never go to arrest her. What would she do that night?
Richard.
Where would she go?
Let me ask you a question.
Where would she go?
Let me ask you a question, Richard. From me, I grew up a little pretty till now, right? Are we seeing with the attitude? Are we seeing our attitude getting better or getting worse?
Like in terms of on a broad basis?
On a broad basis, anyhow you want to look at it.
The attitude is getting worse on the broader side.
And if it get worse over the time, you think it get any better soon?
Well, I will say something to you, see? I will go back as far. When Paul Bogle was tired of the atrocity taking place against his people, he went to Governor here, Spanish to meet him, and he didn't meet him. He had to walk back to Stonygut. And he didn't have an army. He didn't have any weapon. But a small band of people, but you see what happened after. We see what happened after. The movement starts, so it has to start somewhere. So if it starts with near you, maybe it might be small now, but in the end it will be like a bookman, a Jamaican bookman went to Haiti and mobilized the people in Haiti, and they had a revolution. Bookman, he was a Jamaican, so it starts somewhere, and each person have to look in and say what I can do or what you can do. It might be hard and long, but what you don't achieve, other people might achieve in the future. So you have to just start somewhere with somebody.
Well, I not say no, but when I see real, I mean especially generation that we are born now, I not see them, I not see nothing come better for the rest until me left here. Sound bad down. You know see type of generation that we are.
Yeah, yes, Anjen, but we have to be a little bit more optimistic.
Me not optimistic. Hold on, me not optimistic. Me not optimistic. Me tell you the truth.
No, but the very fact that
hold on now, prove it. The generation when me say now. First of all, they lazy. They don't want to cook. They don't have no manners. Me don't know what else how you go change it. Because even at the house when you try to correct them. Me don't know if I don't have it for deal with. Me have a little granddaughter here. Well, the little granddaughter again, she 18. I have to tell her, clean up her room. Not me come back and see the room. Yeah, me clean up her room. Me come back, her room not clean up. And me say, oh, her room not clean up. Me soon clean up her room. And night come, and the room still not clean. We get her back the next morning. Me say, you clean up her room? Me I clean up her room. I me tell her something. If me not get real mad, you know. You say if me not start get real mad and raise my voice and make it realize. No house not clean, you know.
But Auntie Jen, that's old school though. You and I both know we couldn't do that with our parents, right? You know what we would get.
All right, one evening, hold on, I give you an example. I tell you when I see things I go downhill, so I never see it. I not see no open it until me dead, maybe after me dead. Listen, I say I say I not cook. So I say to her, I go put a little rice on the pot now. I miss her out of the yard. You know, I put do take taxi and go in a town, go buy Chinese food and come back.
You know, when I get for our parents, when I eat it, you know that? You know, so that food can't eat. You get a bucket of water.
So, me I have a different IQ than that. Me not see it a come back. The generation, brother, I want different.
I get a bucket of water.
Looking at the school when me and you go to school. You think we could have dare going about we are back chat teacher, but if we want to fight off teacher?
No, that's nothing.
Again, doing Anjen, it come to Fergie earlier point.
Yeah.
The advent of information technology and digital whatever. These, unlike me and you, as Fergie said, at JBC me and you used to watch. Right, and I suppose maybe Richard, I don't know. But the point is that they are now exposed to the whole digital and the information technology and so on. And against that background, their thinking is slightly different from us. But I think what you just expressed now in terms of your experience is not necessarily the norm. There's some nice youngsters who are very
and then get up
obedient to them parents.
And then get up and wash up a plate and cook and mop up the floor.
Yeah, man. I
agree with you. Yeah,
I happen to have some grow amongst me that...
I 1 out of 100 that in a dispensation.
No, I put it so far.
No, actually, no.
Yes,
it's more of that.
Yes, I tell you the cheap program. Not get finding rates at and ring. But the cheap program I tell you about. Yeah, so
well, there are picnic Richard of the whole world. Them have thousands of programs.
Auntie Jen, it's the same society that take out beating out of school. Parents are supposed to beat them pitney and stuff like that. So what you expect?
True.
One time it used to be a village raising the children in that particular community.
All right. My observation.
No, it's internet and YouTube and Netflix and you name it. And that they grow we picking them.
Let me tell you, man, it's a change world.
So things and time change.
It change, man. And
this generation, Angel, when you understand, you know what they call them Gen Z.
Yeah.
Z, yeah.
I'm not joking, I grew up in Santa Cruz, Elizabeth, you see? My father, I live in a place named Goshen. And when my father came to Mr. Bone barber shop, and said, how's your barn, you can't say nothing, You have to sit down and take the how's barn style,
Yeah.
And when you come out, when any friend at school something, you have to just hold it because you can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
And until you can able to instill them things in people. Because I have a lot of kids, and trust me, I've never hit my kids. I can't tell you, so when we look on them, that's how you go. I'm a cook. But when we look on them, different things.
Richard?
Yeah.
Richard, may I first give a sweet and do that. Me grew with my grandmother. And me used to love rampa school. I can't my school shoes off of my foot. You know, my grandmother gave me for go to school back in the 80s. Pike Hills, church boot. I have to walk in night with style too, with socks. And my grandmother said, if you bend up your face, make your wear all stuck in under your uniform. Hey, what will I tell you?
I bet you it wouldn't happen now. Couldn't happen now, Tamik. It wouldn't happen now, may I tell you?
No, you don't
right. Last year.
No, you have to carry them go downtown or give them money. And tell them so when they leave school, if you go buy one pair of shoes after they leave school, they have 3, 4, 5 pair put on.
My granddaughter.
My grandmother said.
Alright guys, I'm up enough.
Yeah, man, I'm closing up now, man.
You too.
My granddaughter.
You know, I was in about 3 weeks ago when I was down there. I was in a mother's restaurant, you see. And when I sit in the restaurant, I was waiting on someone and I see a little young girl. She came more than 13. She in the restaurant, I wanted to cheer this, and she put up her phone so pan thing, and I fixed her face and I do something. And she did that. She go on and we put her for about 15 minutes. And I say, I'm not going to school. She said yes. So I say, that is educational thing you do on the phone. No, she enhance her beauty. Feel camp or something. So I said, little girl, get up and go to school. And she, sent to me. I call Mr. Kids to her and said, well, I think you should let this young lady leave the establishment, And she came out, give me a look, put me in the business.
No, so then, you get what I'm saying now. You're lucky not tell you too bad one.
Me not playing with man. Me not playing with me got Fairview one evening.
Good night, yeah.
I see two one little boy, one big boy, one little girl. I see people come and say to one lady say, you don't have kids, and I say, no, so what you doing? him do something about it and say, no, she not business, I'm going to cuss her. I'm going to go to them and say, Mr. Little girl, what time now? After 6. Go home, I'm not going home. Go home. And she look at me away, you know, and she take taxi and go with her business and then walk off. Me not play them with the man. Me not rap them with it. Me sit down, me because
Well,
it could be
that's
my
good for you.
granddaughter, it could be my daughter. Trust me.
Yeah.
Make him come at me, I'll defend myself, but me see the ram, I'll try to correct it the best way we can. That's how I am.
Me understand what you say. Anyway, have yourself a great night and
You
enjoy
too, guys.
the rest of the
Enjoy.
weekend. Yeah? It was a pleasure being split.
Tamika, big up Tamika.
All right.
Big up.
Enough love until we
Big
meet
up, big
again.
up.
Good night, everybody. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Anjan.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye.
Over to YouTube. Enough love. Thank you for joining in. Yeah. Enjoy the conversation. Have yourself a great night and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Until we meet again. Bye.